Good morning. It is March 6th, 2020. It's 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. I am getting ready to take my first shot of the day for the IVF cycle. So I'm taking out my EpiPen. I have my follow stem. Taking out my container. It's all needed for later. And also my bag of needles and alcohol swabs. So, first thing I do is take out my EpiPen bag, which has all of this inside of it. So there's the EpiPen, and then here are the needles that you put in. So I take my EpiPen out. Make sure you can see. Take out the EpiPen. Take it loose. Because now I have to put the follow stem in there. So inside of the follow stem box, you got the container of medicine, the vial of medicine, and then you have the same needles. So just extra needles that can be used. So I'm going to take my vial, place it on top of here, hold it down, and then I'm going to screw this onto here until it lines up. See that? So now you see the vial in the window. Next, to make sure everything is sterile, I have to give me some wipes, alcohol wipes. I normally just put some in the pocket. Take one and wipe off tip. Make sure everything is sterile. And then I take one of the needles, which looks like that on the inside. Can you see? So there's the needle. So I put that here. I twist it on. And there you go. And let me get my container out, because I have to put everything in there that I use. So I'll save this right there so I can put the needle back in there. It's early in the morning, y'all. All right, so now I have my EpiPen ready. So the instructions say 150 units. So what I do is I look at the window. Right now it's on 0. And I turn it until it reads 150. Just like that. All right. Next, are you ready for the shots? Brace yourself. If you're queasy, I would advise you to look away. I have to give myself these shots in my stomach. So here we go. Excuse me if it's a little ashy. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Thank you. All right. So I take it, and here are scars from my surgery. This one here is from my myomectomy surgery. So they went all the way from my bikini line, all the way up and around. And I was cut on this same path 3 times for my myomectomy, which I'm actually glad about because I don't have all these different railroad tracks all around. So they started all the way down and came around. And then over here you see these spots. One right there, one right there, one right here, and one right here. That, oh, yeah, that comes from my myomectomy that they did, the laparoscopy, where they just made small incisions and put the camera, put the thing in and cut the fibroids. So there you go. All right, so you take a section of the stomach. They suggest that you alternate the sides, so one side doesn't become any more sore than the other or any more punctured. That gives it a chance of it healing. You take your needle off. Boop, there's the needle. You hold your stomach. Let me wipe that again because I don't remember. You rub the stomach in the area where you're going to get a shot. Take your needle. You press it in. Here we go. Ooh. And then you push all the way until it stops clicking. Then you take it out. You put the top back on. I always put that right there just in case it's a little blood. I wipe. And then I take my container, put it back in there, unscrew it. Sometimes you gotta squeeze it to make sure it come out. And then I put it in my red container. All needles and things go in here, like so. Then I take my EpiPen, put my top back on, and place it back in a container for later. Now that vial of medicine that I put in has to stay cold until we use it. But once we use it, it can stay at room temperature. So that's it. That's it for the first one. So I'll be back again at 7 p.m. Hopefully I'll be home. I should be. And even if I'm not, I have to take these shots once in the morning at 7 a.m. and again 12 hours later at 7 p.m. But tonight at 7, I have 2 shots. The follistim again, and then I have the Menopur, where I actually have to concoct the medicine with these vials. So you'll get to see that too. So until then, see you later.